Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be going over all the planner kit stuff that I bought for the month of July and August. Well, technically I didn't buy it for the month of July. I bought it technically in June and then I received them in July/August. I didn't really buy a lot of things in July because I was in a no spend. So I thought putting the July and August together would make more sense because I'm not going to have a lot of things coming in. And yeah, so there's quite a few shops here. And I think I should have put it separately, but it's fine. We're here now and I might as well just get these done so that I can put them away and actually use them. So if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. Okay, that was a super long intro and I'm so sorry about that. I don't usually have such a long intro, but I guess I'm a little bit on a talkative mood. So like I said, there is quite a few shops here. So we'll just go with it in order. The first shop we have here is Blissfuljaydedesigns, and I actually have a bunch of things from her because I bought on two separate occasions, but she just put both of them together. So I therefore have a lot of things that I need to go over here. Some of these were bought during her sale. Some of them are PR things because I used to PR for her for like 3 months. I think it was May, June, and July. No, it was April, May, June. So yeah, so there's just a couple of things here that I wanted to go over. Okay, let me just open them and then I'll get back. So first up, I'm actually going to be showing the PR package because if you PR for Blissfuljaydesigns, you actually get one free kit a month for every month that you PR for her. And this was the last PR kit that I got. And it's a really cute summer kit. So this was my freebie. I really loved my freebie. And then here is the free kit that I got. This is in her transparent matte. And I really love like these sea creatures. And that's the reason why I got this. I'm more of a fan of sea creatures for summer rather than the actual like beach kit scenes, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is very nautical and I really like it. I really like the whole cream color with the blue. I think that's a very summer color. So that's that. I don't know why I'm wiggling it, but I'm so used to it because of the other kits that I usually have are foiled. But yeah, so here, this is called Sail Away. I believe she still has this in her shop, so you can definitely still use it. Well, you can still purchase it if you really like that. And then I have a bunch of like the freebies because I just zoomed you guys in a bit because they all came with the purchase. Like I said, this is like a two purchase type of pack here, and I had a lot of freebies, and she always gives you these thank you order, which is really sweet. Liz, the owner of Blissfuljaydesigns, she's an amazing person. She's really nice and I really like her. So that is the thank you card. And then here is one of the freebie. And then, sorry, like I said, I have a lot of freebies. And then this is kind of like her daughter's freebie. Okay, so this is basically a freebie that her daughter and herself designed. And she also sells this in her shop, which is really, really cute. Sorry, I was reading this. That's why I was a little bit quiet. But that's really cute. And I guess her daughter's name is Zoe. So that is another freebie. And then this is during the Planning Artisan sale. So here is the thank you for that. And then you have this cute freebie here. And then we have the all orders freebie. And I'm assuming, yes, so this is another freebie that came with it. And I'm assuming this is the, a collective freebie from that sale. Yeah, it's the first 20 orders freebie bundle. So here is the one from Blissfuljaydedesigns. And then here is, oh, there's a lot from Blissfuljaydesigns. These are really pretty. So here is another freebie. Oh, and all, I believe, I don't know if these are stickers or die cuts, but they're still very cute. And then salt water cures all wounds. And I'm pretty sure this is also from her. And then here is another freebie. And then this one is from Planning in Blue Jeans. So you get like little icons, and you also have a weekend banner, and you get 2 of that. So that is all the freebie from the sale. Well, the smaller freebies, because there's more freebies here. This is the $25 freebie. And then we have the $45 freebie. And then here is the $65 freebie. So if you actually bought, I think she also has a $100 freebie. So if you bought like as much as like $100, you technically have like a full kit for that sale. But the sale has passed, I'm so sorry. But usually when she has collective sales, it's usually like that. So you can always purchase during her other collective sales. Yeah, so those are all the freebies. And then here is the stuff that I bought. Most of these are from like in transparent matte. Because I really love using her kit for my Hobonichi weeks and my B6 planner week, which is also a Tomoe River paper. I just like washi paper and transparent matte on that kind of paper, since it's so thin that I don't want to bulk up the page with premium matte, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Anyways, here is the Honeybee Standard. This, I believe, is one of her like larger decos. I'm trying to find something that I could put behind here. Give me a second. Okay, I'm really bad at this. Hold on. Okay, so here is this bee kit, and I really, really love it. It's so pretty and it's so gorgeous. So when I saw this, I knew I wanted to grab it for my Hobonichi weeks, which is my work planner. And that's the reason why you guys don't really see that planner. It's because I have a lot of important and kind of sensitive information that I don't really want to share here on YouTube. I also bought a different kit other than this one, and it was another one of her deco kit, but I've already used it. And to be honest, I really don't remember the name of the kit, but I know it's summer inspired kit, since I did use it for the month of August in my planner. So I'm probably going to be using this in September, even though September technically is not like a bee season, but I still want to use it. So that is one of the deco that I got. And then if you guys have recently watched my August, no, not my August, my August lineup, you guys would have seen this kit already. It's called Tropical Joy, but give me a second because they're not in order. And like I said, I'm doing this really, really badly, but hold on. Now that it's in order, I'm going to be using this kit for my first week in August, which has already gone and passed, but I'm still working on, I believe, the week of May, I think. 1 week in May. That's currently where I am in my memory planner. Anyways, when I first purchased this, I wanted to get it in premium matte, but when I received it, I got it in transparent matte. So Liz was really, really kind to just resend me the kit. So I do have the premium matte and the transparent matte. So I was thinking, at first I thought I was gonna use this for my B6, but I was like, okay, well, I have more than enough to use. So then I was like, I might as well just use it in a weekly kit. I don't know how I'm going to work it in my weekly kit, but we'll see. Anyways, here is Tropical Joy, and I really, really love this kit, and the colorway is so stunning. There's just something about this green and this orange that totally got to me, and that's the reason why I wanted it. Like I said, I don't really use premium matte in my B6, but I really wanted to use Blissful Jade's premium matte because I've never used it. So I wanted to see how it was, and I really like the paper that she uses. It's very smooth and it's very soft. It's definitely a premium matte, and I really love how the color is so saturated. Like, look how pretty that is. Okay, so anyways, let us move on to flipping through the kit. So here is the page 1, and then we have the florals. Like, look how pretty these florals are, and I'm pretty sure these are like the hibiscus flowers, which I'm so happy it's not roses. Mind you, there's nothing wrong with roses. I'm just like, sometimes you just need a little bit of a different flower, and I think hibiscus flowers are just as pretty and gorgeous and very tropical. So I'm glad that she chose this this florals for the for this kit. And then here is the scenes. So like I said, this is in her premium matte. And then here is the bottom washi and some swatches here. And then this is the journaling or deco page 1. And then that is the premium matte. So here is the transparent matte, which is exactly the same. So I'll just show it to you guys one by one. And here is the scenes. I really like this kind of like rattan furnitures, like these kinds of furnitures. They're, well, we call them rattan back home. I don't know really what kind of furnitures they are here. But they're made of like a really specific tree. I believe it's called the rattan tree or vine. I'm not 100% sure, but they're very tropical looking. And then here is the last page. Okay, perfect. So that is Tropical Joy, and like I said, you guys are going to be seeing this kit sooner than later because I'm going to be using for the month of August. Okay, so if you guys have not heard of Blissfuljaydedesigns, she is an Etsy shop that does custom scripts as well. And I really love her custom scripts, or her scripts in general. And I have a bunch here that is in her, it's like different fonts. I'll try to remember which fonts I chose, but I did buy kind of like a bunch of them because I wanted to try them out, and I really have been liking them. So here are the weekly scripts. This is in font 6, and this I asked her to custom make them for me. And I got 2 of them because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using a lot of these. And I'm probably going to use these mostly in my B6, but you never know. You'll probably see them in my memory planner as well. So here is Laundry Day. This is the, I believe this is the font 1, but it's in cursive with flourish and print as well. So that's why it looks like this. And then I have But First Tea. And then I have YouTube Binge. And then I have Early Shift. Then I have Late Shift, because that's basically my work. Then I have Happy Mail, which I've already used, as you guys can see. Then this is Busy Day. I really like her, I like this font choice a lot better. Well, I can't say a lot better because I haven't really used the other fonts. I just really like how these ones look. And then we have Planning Time. This one is actually not a custom. So these ones are customs. These ones are already pre-made by her. So when you go into her Etsy shop, she has the scripts there, and then you can just choose whichever one you want. So I saw this one. Kat from Femarina Planning, she uses this a lot in her Plan With Me's, and I really like how it looks. So I grabbed one of these, and then I also got Grocery Run, which I've already used as well. And then here is, these are so not in order. I have Currently Reading, which is a custom script as well. And then I have Family Dinner, because I have dinner with my family quite a bit. I actually should have bought like 2 of these. And then I have Memory Plan With Me. I'm going to be using this when I post, like, obviously my Memory Plan With Me videos. Wow, okay. And then I have Binge Watch, which is also not her custom script. So if I put it here, that means it's her custom scripts. And then we have Day Off. And then these ones are also her custom scripts. But these ones are the non-flourished version of these ones. So they're still font 1, but it's not the flourished version. So I have the Late Shift. I have Laundry Day. Then I have YouTube Binge. And then I have Early Shift. They're really well made as well. And I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but I bought it in her transparent matte paper. I'm not 100% sure if she offers it in other, like in her premium matte, but that is her transparent matte. And then here are things that I'm probably going to be using for my my B6. Yes, my B6. I was thinking about that. So here is the reading. These ones are also custom. So here is the reading. And then I have IG post. And then I wanted to get these started reading ones and finished reading, but I really think I should have bought more because there's not a lot in the page, and I really want to make sure that I'm a little bit more consistent in putting these on my my planner. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna use them. I have them, I might as well use them, but yeah, they're really pretty too. Okay, I'll probably use some. And then I have YouTube post. And then these two, there was a little bit of a mistake on my purchase. So these two are actually not mine. So, but I'm keeping them because Liz wants me to keep them. But I'm probably not going to be using them. Okay, so that is everything that I bought from Blissfuljaydedesigns. And I'm really, really happy that I was introduced to her shop, and I really love everything that I get from her, and all her stuff is really, really good and very well made. I really love her transparent matte paper and also her premium matte, so definitely check her out. And yeah, she definitely has like a bunch of PR girls as well, so before you guys check out, make sure that you check out her IG, her Instagram account to see the freebies that her PR girls has. She changes her PR girls like every 3 months. And yeah, so that is Blissfuljaydedesigns. Okay, so next up is Dash of Sun. I don't have that many kits to go over. I bought 2 kits from her last release, and let's get on with it. I've already showed this on my Instagram. When I receive some happy mail and I have the time to go over them on my Instagram, I try to do that. Most of the time it's the Dash of Sun. I do PR for her. I have my freebie here somewhere. Hold on. So this is currently my freebie, and it's going to be changing soon because she does change up her freebies seasonally. So this is for the month. This one was for spring and summer, and then the next one will be for fall and winter. But my freebie is a little bit more winter than fall, but you guys will see it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so here are the 2 kits that I bought from her. And these 2 kits definitely kind of screwed up my lineup in a really good way, to be honest, because I already had my lineup for August all figured out. And then this happened, and Blissfuljaydedesign happens, and it just, I was like, okay, I really, really need to buy this kit because this kit is just so gorgeous. I so love the color of this kit. The yellows and the purples and the pinks just go so well together. When you think about it, those colors doesn't really mix in very well, especially if you're wearing them. But in this kit is just like so very beautiful. Anyways, this is called Summer Sunset, and I thought this was such a fun kit to kind of like finish off summer for me. And this is in her gold foil, so I was like, I'm gonna grab it because I really, really love it, and I'm going to regret not using it if I don't. Well, I'm going to regret not buying it if I don't get my hands on it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna redo my whole entire lineup, and I'm gonna include this. So here is the full boxes. And then we have the functional boxes. And then here is the bottom washi. And I really, really love this narrow trim right here. And if you guys have never seen the trace foiling of Dash of Sun, I kid you guys not, hers is always perfection. Like, look how pretty that is. Okay, and then here are some decos as well. And then I grabbed the washi sampler sheet because of this right here. Like, look how pretty that is. Like, the gradient of that color from like blue to orange to pink to purple. It's so pretty. And then here is the watercolor overlay. Look how pretty that is. Her overlays are always on point. I don't know why I'm swishing around, but here is the overlay. And then we have the alcohol ink swatches, which is always amazing. I also grabbed a bunch of the sheets from her deco bundle. So this is page 2. And then this is page 6, which is the bouquets. And then we have page 8. This is the corners flowers. And look at that tray spoiling. So pretty. And then finally we have page 4, which is the scenes, which I'm not going to be using for this spread, or I don't think I will be using it for this spread. This is mostly for my my journaling, my A6 that you guys don't really see a lot of as well. But yeah, this is probably gonna be used in that planner. And then I also grabbed the foil quotes, the foil sampler sheet. So here we have Let's Go to the Beach, Beach Vibes, Beach Skies Forever, Sunset and Soul, Even the Sun Knows When to Rest and Rise Again. And then we have Oceanholic, Chase the Sun. I just really like her quotes, so that's the reason why I grabbed it. And I'm probably going to be using it for my A6 as well. And then here is the functional and deco sampler sheet. I just really like this sheet in general. I like that this is where she has her date scripts, and then we have the date dots, and then these are washi trims and washi headers. And then you get a bunch of decos as well. Like, look at that little cute sandcastle. I didn't even see that. That's really adorable. Okay, so that is the Summer Sunset from Dash of Sun. And then I grabbed the first, this is the first fall kit that I grabbed from her for this year. I'm not saying this is the first ever, but like, look how pretty this is. This is called Autumn Stories, and I believe this has something to do with her and her husband's anniversary. And it's just so gorgeous. I really, really love it. You guys know me, and like the lanterns, that totally is like my vibe. Here it says Autumn Stories Unfold Here. Here are the full boxes. This is in her rose gold foil. And the full box itself is like perfection. I really love these full boxes. I especially love this one and this one. If my backyard looked like this, I would forever be in my backyard. So here is the functional boxes. I really like this green that she has here. And then we have the bottom washi and some decos here. I'm really glad that she added these stars, because sometimes you use a star and it doesn't really go with a kit. So I prefer the stars to go with a kit, and this kit is definitely like going to be star heavy. I already have a little bit of a picture in my head on how I want not everything to look like, but I just want it to be a lot of stars. So that's the reason why I'm really glad that she added those. And then here again, like, look at that trace foiling. If you guys are not in love with her trace foiling, I don't know what is wrong with you guys. I kid, but like, to be honest, really. And then here is the watercolor overlay. And like I said, stars is definitely going to be a very big theme of this spread. And then here is the alcohol ink swatches, which I cannot put up. And then, like, look at that. It's so pretty. I'm glad that she added the those in here as well. And then I grabbed the washi sampler sheet because I really like these trees. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but it's here, so I am going to be using it. And I love this kit so much that I actually grabbed all 3 of the foil sampler sheet. So here is the foil quotes. We just have like autumn leaves, pumpkin please, movie night, it's fall y'all, fall wonders, falling into cozy moments, autumn, the year's last loveliest smile. And sorry, I don't know if I mentioned, but this is in rose gold foil. And then here is the deco sheet. Look at that, so pretty. And then you get more stars as well. Oof, so pretty. Oh, and she even has these lanterns. I didn't even see those. And then this is the functional deco. And yeah, so oh, and then I got a bunch of the what do you call these? From her deco bundle. So this is just the bouquets and edges. I've been really liking the bigger florals in my spreads a lot more than these smaller ones. So if you guys have noticed, I haven't really been buying floral deco sheets, but I have been buying these ones because, like I said, I've been really liking these ones. And then here is the scenes. It's very, very pretty. I really like this one right here. I just don't know how I'm going to incorporate it in the spread, and I've been thinking about it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then I also got the torn elements. I just really like these as kind of like background images, but I don't really know how this is going to pan out. So we'll see how everything will look like. Okay, so that is everything that I got from Dash of Sun. I'm pretty sure I had a postcard here from her. That one, the thank you postcard that she always has. I just don't know where I put it. I don't even know where I put the envelope to put these in. That's why it was naked coming out. But yeah, so that is from Dash of Sun. So next up is two purchases from the Pretty Pink Co. And I don't remember if this was from a collective sale. Yes, it was from a collective sale because I can see the Power Hour freebie. So this is from both that, like it was from that sale because I bought it during her Power Hour, and then I went back because I wanted some other things that I totally forgot that I wanted. And that's the reason why it's in 2 different packages. So let me take these out, and then I will come back and show it to you guys. So here are the 2 bundles. To be honest, I have no clue why I'm doing those mini intros for this haul, because now my haul is just like going to be twice as long and twice as long to edit. So I am kind of out of it as to why I'm doing mini intros for each shops. Anyways, so here are the 2 packages that I bought from the Pretty Pink Co. And I'm gonna go with this one first because I believe this is the first one that I bought during her sale. And then here are some of the freebies that you could have gotten in that sale. So here is the all orders freebie, and she usually gives you 2. One is the non-foiled one, and then 1 foiled one, which I really love these ones because this was very similar to the ones that she had last year, and I used those quite a bit. And this one is in rose gold, so I'm really happy that I got that because I do use a lot of rose gold kits during fall, Rose gold and gold are my two go-to. So that is the other freebie. And then I asked the Pretty Pinko for, okay, she has PR Girls, and her PR Girls just recently revamped their freebies, and I could not choose between all of them, but there was 3 that I really liked, and I was like, is it okay if I get these 3 freebies? If not, either one is fine. And she was nice enough to give me all 3, and I'm so happy. So I got Danny's freebie in rose gold, and then I have Cassie's freebie in silver, and then I also got Jess's freebie in gold. And the fact that it's like 3 different foil, I'm totally in for that. And then here is the Power Hour freebie, and I always try to buy, when she's on sale, I usually try to buy it within the 3 hours of her Power Hour, because 1, the percentage of the sale is higher, and 2 is because I really love these freebies that she gets. Sometimes I don't use it all in one spread, but I do take like bits and pieces of it for like different spreads. And this is really pretty, and this is in rose gold foil, so I'm really glad that I got those freebies. And then here is that one kit that I purchased from her. This is called Fall in Bloom, and I really love this kit. I have no clue what it is about this kit that's just getting to me, but I could not leave it alone. Like I was like, do I buy it? Do I not buy it? But I was like, no, I have to buy it because it's so gosh darn pretty. I really love the colorway that she uses. The hues of the pink is really like muted, and it's very kind of like rose pink, or like not rose pink. What do you guys call those? Like, it's not smoky pink. Well, dusty rose, that's what it's called. So it's like dusty rose with that kind of like hint of like orangey pink, and then the dark purple. It's just really pretty. Okay, anyways, here are the full boxes, and then on the quote it says, "Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree." Sometimes I don't read these quotes properly, but sorry. Okay, so like I said, here are the full boxes, and then we have the functional boxes, and then we have the layering pieces, and then we have the bottom washi and date covers and headers. I'm really in love with this bottom washi. Like, look how pretty the colors of this kit, and you can totally see it in this bottom washi, and that's the reason why I'm caressing it the way I'm caressing it, because it's just so pretty. Okay, so here are the alcohol ink swatches. This is in her washi paper. It's very pretty. And then I also grabbed a bunch of her, like a bunch of sheets from her deco bundles, ones that I know I'm going to be using. So here is the page 3 of the deco, and then I have the page 1 of the deco sheet. These are the bouquets, and then we have the collages. I really love this collage here. It's really pretty. Like, I've been using that word quite a bit, but I can't help it. It really is very pretty. And then here are the torn strips. And then we have the floral washi. To be honest, I don't even know why I put it in this background, because my table is already white. So it's not like there's going to be anything different. And then we have the terrible washi pattern, which I really like. This just, I don't know, there's something about it that when I look at it, I feel like it's so 3D that when I touch it, I half expect it to be like one of those canvas paintings that's like made out of like oil paint. And when then you touch it, it's just very textured. But it's not. But it really does look like it. I don't know how I'm going to use this because I really don't want to tear it into half. But at the same time, I'm like, there is just no way for me to use this as a full sheet. But maybe I could. We'll see. I'm still trying to figure out a way for me to do that. But yeah, sorry, I'm going it over in my head and now I'm getting very distracted. So let me put that away because that is not what I am here to do right now. Okay, so that is Fall and Bloom, which I am very, very excited to use. And then here is that other package that I got. So I got another freebie from her because it was a totally different purchase. So here is that All Orders freebie. And then this is the same freebie as before, but this is actually in gold foil. And then this time I actually asked for Jess's freebie because I really love these kind of like collages of the scripts, the florals, and the butterflies. And I'm actually really glad that I got this in rose gold and the other one I got in gold. So I'm excited about that. And then this is the $50 freebie because I guess if I put 2 and 2 together, I would have gotten the freebie for the $50 and the $100. Either that or just she was really nice enough to give it to me. So this is the $50 freebie. And then here is the $100 freebie. Unless I bought more than $100 of stuff here, which I don't think I did. But maybe I did. Anyways, okay. So those are the freebies. And then here are just some of the things that I kind of need to replenish from my stash because I've totally used up all of them. Here is the butterfly clusters, and then I got it in all foil colors. And when I say all foil colors, I mean all foil colors. I have the gold. Well, I have the light gold. I don't usually get the traditional gold anymore. And then here is the silver. This is the rose gold. And then the hollow. Yeah, because I have a lot of hollow kits this year, which is kind of weird. But I didn't have anything for hollow, my hollow kit, so I had to grab some. And then here are the dainty butterflies. So this is in gold, silver. This is in rose gold. And then obviously the hollow again. This hollow is actually really pretty. And then I grabbed this Dash mini dividers in in hollow because like I said, I didn't really have a lot of like hollow stuff in my stash anymore. So I needed to grab more of those. And then these are the large dot clusters. I can't say dot very well. And I also really use a lot of these in my spreads, so I really needed to get more of them. And to be honest, if I had the budget, I probably would have bought 2 of each, but I did not have it in the budget. Here is in gold, silver, rose gold, and then the hollow. And then these ones is what I'm kind of kicking myself about. I have no clue what I was thinking. Why I just bought this in rose gold and hollow. So these are the star clusters. So I know I got the rose gold because I wanted to use it for the Dash of Sun autumn stories. And then I was going to use the hollow with the Daydream kit from the Pretty Pink Co. But I'm like, these are star clusters. I could definitely use them for everything and anything. And I could have totally bought the silver and the gold as well and be happy with it. And the fact that I didn't buy it in gold and silver The Pretty Pinko is actually currently having a sale right now. It's her 6-year anniversary, so she's having a sale from August 15th to what is that date? August 15th to the 17th. So therefore I went and I bought the silver and the gold for this. So they're coming. I was shocked as to why I didn't buy the other ones. Like, past me was definitely not thinking straight. I also grabbed this because I do have a kit that's in hollow that would actually, this is the second one that I have. I bought two, or I bought another one because I really wanted to have more of the sea life in it. So that's the reason why I grabbed it. I will be using that kit sometime in like my July spreads. So I'm really glad that I got that. And then I have a strawberry kit that I really want to use. It's from Miss and Meow. But I don't really have a lot of decos. So when I saw this, like, the colors are totally, like, not totally different, but they're not exactly the same. But I hope I can manage to kind of fit both of them together. So I got these to kind of match that kit. So I only got the this deco sheet from her deco bundle. And then this is the scenes from her bundle as well. And then I grabbed the deco sheet from... Actually, this is just the deco sheet. It's not from any other bundle. This is just a separate bundle on its own. So, sorry, a separate sheet on its own. So this is the deco sheet. And then, oh, I didn't even realize this is cut. That's okay, because it actually didn't cut the stickers. It just cut the edge of it. And then here is the alcohol ink swatches, which I'm probably going, because I have the alcohol ink swatches from from Miss and Meow. So I'm thinking of combining both of the swatches so that it could mesh together, if that makes sense. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. If I really don't like it, I'm probably gonna throw the idea out the door. But yeah, as for now, I have it. I'll try to make it work. Okay, so that is from the Pretty Pinko. And then we are going to move on to my last two, which is... I'm excited for all of them. I really am. But these two, I'm the most excited for. So let me just pull that away. And then I am going to kind of give you guys a sneak peek. And I don't know why I'm giving mini intros, but I'm going to be showing you guys the paper trail plans and Starlight Paper Studio stuff that I bought. So let's get on with this one first, which is from Starlight Paper Studio. I already am in love because I love her packaging. Her packaging is just like very pretty. It's very monochrome, but still very pretty. Okay, so I bought two stuff from her during her... She had like a reopening sale, I believe, or like, was it her birthday sale? I don't remember. She had a sale and I went a little bit crazy. I went so crazy that I had to pay customs for this, which I'm kind of bitter about, but at the same time, I'm not gonna think about it because at least I have these pretty kits to play with. So here are her freebies. This is Kat's freebie. So she's a Famarina planning on YouTube and on Instagram. Yes, she's both Instagram and YouTube. And she does PR for Starlight Paper Studio, which is Sadie's shop. And guys, come on, look how pretty her freebie is. I think this is her new freebie. I don't remember her freebie looking like this from the last time I got it, but it's still very pretty. I'm kind of thinking maybe it's not. Oh, it says Q2 freebie, so maybe I'm right that it's not the same, but it's still very pretty. So that is her freebie. And then these are all kind of like the sale freebie. So this one is the second quarter freebie for all orders. And then here is the $25 freebie. This is the $55? Yes, $55 freebie. This is in her hollow foil freebie. I'm actually surprised that Kat's freebie is not in hollow, but yeah, because Kat's a very hollow person. Wait, that doesn't sound very right. I mean, Kat really loves the hollow foil color. Wow, sorry, Kat. And then here is the $75 freebie, which I really love. I'm not a K-pop person. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a K-pop person, so I have no clue whatsoever about anything K-pop. The only K-pop that I know is Blackpink, and that's because they're like the most mainstream ones out there. Blackpink and BTS, and I don't even know any of their songs, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate good art when I see it. So this is, I believe, like from her, I don't know, Borrowverse kits. Anyways, but yeah, it's really pretty. Like, look how pretty that is. Like I said, I can always appreciate good art. And then here is her $100 freebie, which you guys know, if it's already past $100, it's already too much. So that is the freebies. And then here are the kits that I got, which I did not even put in order because I have not even tried to open them. Okay, let me go with these ones first. So this is the twinkle clusters that I got. I made a mistake and actually bought it in her white premium paper. I hate it. Oh, okay. Sorry, that's a little bit too extreme. It's not that I hate it. It's just I hate the fact that I totally forgot to change the paper style, because I would have totally gotten it in her transparent matte. I could still definitely use it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still very pretty and it's really gorgeous. And I got it in her gold, rose gold, silver, and hollow foil, because she just makes amazing clusters. Like, look how pretty those clusters are. They're very anime clusters. Like, you guys know I really like anime, so anything that's like twinkly and like anything that looks galaxy, I really like those. And then here is her celestial clusters. This is in gold, rose gold, silver, and then I also got it in hollow because I really need to buy more hollow stuff. Okay, so that is the non-kit related stuff that I bought, and I think I should put this actually in order. What's really cute about like Sadie's stuff is that she's so very particular that she puts like these sheets of like parchment paper on top of each of her kits. And it's so very nice of her. Okay, let me just kind of fix this up, which I should technically have done before I did the haul, but we are now here and I can't do anything about that. Okay, so I'm actually filming this a couple of days after the first part. I got a little bit sidetracked. I lost memory in my storage, so I had to wait for things to load up. And yeah, so this is now technically like 2 days later, and I'm back to kind of finish off Starlight Paper Studio, and I also have one more shop to go through. Okay, so let's start off with this kit right here. I got 2 kits from Starlight Paper Studio during her sale. This one is the Wildflower kit, and I kid you not, guys, I tried really hard to not purchase this kit because I know that I'm going to have a lot of kind of like end of the summer kit. But when I saw Kat use this, I just couldn't resist. So I decided to grab it during her sale, and I regret nothing. So here is the, I'm pretty sure this is part of the kit as well. Yeah. So this is the Wildflower, okay, I can't say clouds. Clouds, and it very much matches the aesthetic of the kit with the purples and the orange. I don't know really why I grabbed this. I just really like how all the colors look so very pretty on the clouds here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use it. I just don't know how I'm going to use it. But here is that Wildflower kit. This is in rose gold foil. In the quote here, it says, "I'm going to shine across the sky," or across that sky. And this is a very, very dreamy kit. And I'm pretty sure I'm using this, I believe, in September. Kind of like that kit. Well, not that kit, but like September to me is that transition between summer to winter. Sorry, summer to fall. So I'm very much a sucker for these kinds of like vibey kits. So here are the full boxes, and then we have the functional boxes. And then we have the layering pieces, which I really, really love. I love this kind of like torn strip right here with that cloud. And then I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's also like kind of like graphics in the background of like florals and more clouds, and also like a text. And it's really pretty. I really like that torn strip right there. And then we have the bottom washi, date covers, and some decos here. Oh, sorry, I'm letting go of pages. And here is that bottom washi. The bottom washi is very similar to the torn strip, which I'm really vibing with. Even though this one doesn't really have any foil on it, I think it's still very, very pretty. Okay, and then I also grabbed the, oh my gosh, the foil sampler, which is another mistake that I made because I bought it again in premium white paper, which, like I said, I'm really kind of pissed at myself because this would have looked so stunning in the transparent matte paper. But I'm still gonna use it nevertheless, but I just don't know how I'm going to be able to use that. Okay, so let me go on with the second kit here. This is called the Hanami kit, and when she came out with this kit, she and Saucy Stickers Co. came out with a similar vibe, but this one is a little bit moodier, whereas Saucy Stickers is a little bit more kind of like brighter. And I really, really like this moody vibe kind of like kit. I don't know. For me, it seems like it's raining in Japan, and that's the reason why I grabbed it. And I'm thinking of using this in October. So this is in her rose gold foil. And to be honest, October is, a lot of people are coming out with really, really nice Halloween kits. So if I end up buying too many Halloween kits, this might actually get pushed back to March, which is when the cherry blossom seasons is in Japan, which it's not really going to hurt me because it's still very pretty nevertheless. Here on the quote it says, in the cherry blossoms shade there is no such thing as a stranger. In the cherry blossom shade there is no such thing as a stranger. Sorry, I keep stopping my sentences in random places when I read quotes. But yeah, this is a very, very pretty kit, and I knew that when she was going to go on sale, I knew that I wanted to grab this kit in particular because it's such a very pretty kit, like I said. And Japan, to be honest, really is one of my favorite places to go to. I don't know, there's just something about Japanese culture that eats the new and the old that I totally love. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this kit, and I chose the moodier of the two. And then here is the what do you call this? The functional boxes. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a very muted colorway, which is totally different from the actual full boxes, but that's totally fine. I'm not really like, you know, I still like it nevertheless. And I really like, I don't know, the torn strips of Starlight Paper Studio is looking really pretty to me. And then here is the bottom washi, and then we have the date covers and some decos, and that lantern right there is very gorgeous. I really love that. And then this is the narrow washi, which is very pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that details of the cherry blossom, but that's just gorgeous. I love that. And then I also grabbed the journaling kit. I technically just wanted the first page, but Sadie was nice enough to give me both pages, which I really love. That was really nice of her, to be honest, because I didn't know which one was the more deco. So I was like, Sadie, I prefer to have the one that has the more deco rather than the journaling. But she's just like, well, I just gave you both, which, like I said, is really nice of her, because I can definitely use this for my other planners and then add in some of this as well, which would look totally gorgeous. And I really love these lanterns right here. I think those lanterns are gorgeous. They look like glass to me. Very pretty. And then I also grabbed some sheets from her deco bundle, which is, this is the floral edges, and then the Hanami people collage. So I got both of them. So she had two options. There's this one, which is collage 1, and then this is collage 2, and I couldn't really decide which one I wanted. I think they're both very pretty. So I got one in transparent matte and one in premium matte, and I could always switch it up and use this one for like my other planners, or this one for my other planners. Once I start planning, I'll probably be able to decide which one I want to put. And to be honest, I'm kind of like gearing for this one a lot more than the other 3, but sometimes I don't know where my spread is going to take me, and I just want to have that option. And then I also grabbed this one, which is really pretty as well. There's actually a castle in Osaka that we went to that is very similar to this kind of temple here, but it's like, obviously it's like 3 times bigger. It's not that small. And yeah, I just really like how it looked, so that's why I grabbed that. And then here is the foil sampler sheet, which again I got in premium matte, which again I'm kicking myself for, but it's still pretty nevertheless. Like, I really like the cherry blossoms that she does. But yeah, this is really gorgeous. The more I look at it, the more I really like it. And the fact that she gives you like different option lanterns, very pretty. Okay, yeah, so that is all the kit that I got from Starlight Paper Studio. Sorry, Starlight Paper, yeah. I was reading that right. Starlight Paper Studio, and then I'm gonna go on to my last shop. So here I have my last purchase of July/August, well, June/July, because technically I bought most of these in July/June, and I just received them in July/August. But this is from Paper Trail Plans, and I've been really wanting to buy from her, and I've been waiting for a sale to happen, and she finally had a sale. I believe it was her anniversary sale, so I went a little bit crazy. I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but I did have to pay customs as well for this. But like I said, I just have to suck it up and be like, it is what it is, because I at least have these really pretty stickers to play with. But I tried to buy a few things. So I got, okay, so here are the packages that I got. This is the Enchanted one. This is the New Chapters one. And then these are just kind of like add-ons for these two. So let me go open this one first. But I would actually you know what? I'll open all of them, because this one actually has the freebies. This one right here. So I'm going to open this one first. And then I will, sorry, it's pretty loud. I know, sorry. And let's see what they have. So here are the freebies. And like I said, I bought this during her shop anniversary. I believe she turned 4, maybe 6? No, 4. Because the Pretty Pink Coat is 6. I think she's 4. Anyways, here are the this is probably the all orders freebie. I can't really tell, but it's very gorgeous. This is in rose gold foil, and I can't even, like, the freebie alone is already like gorgeous, so I can't wait to see the rest of this. I did peruse it just a little tiny bit just to make sure that everything's in here, but I didn't really go and like check every single detail. So here it says love looks not with a heart but with the mind. And then here is shoot for the moon, even if you miss you'll land among the stars. And then you get some lanterns, which I'm loving, and then you see this little like kind of like trail of stardust, which again I really love. So this freebie is definitely gorgeous. And then here is the email freebie, which matches the rest of the freebies. So we just get a pathway and this torn strip right here and a lily pond, like flowers and leaves. Then we have the $50 freebie, which is very pretty. I don't even know where I'm going to use this, but I really want to. So I will probably have to find a way to use them. And then here is the $100 freebie. And look at that girl. It's very pretty. I love her dress. I mean, I wouldn't wear it myself, but it looks very gorgeous on her. And then here is the PR freebie. So she has new PR girls, and since she didn't have enough time to create a freebie for the individual girls for this sale, they just did a collective free PR freebie that kind of matches the other freebies. And I think this is such an amazing what do you call this, idea, because it's just really gorgeous. So here is from Cassie at sweetlikeHoney.plans, and then for Queen, the crafty one, and then we have Kat, Famarina Planning, Danny, sorry, this is Mariah's Imperfect Plans. And then we have Jana plans 1. And then this is Danny with a planny. Sorry, it's not even in frame. Then we have Megan from Magnificent_Plans. And then it says Midnight Garden. And then we have Laura at Lala_Plans Life, which is this one right here. And then we have Coco from Coco Lux Designs. And then we have Christy at Kitty_Plans. And yeah, these are really, really gorgeous. I think they did such an amazing job just curating this freebie right here. It's very, very pretty. Okay, so here is some other, okay, I don't even know. I didn't even realize I bought this. So here is a kit that I think she released this on this release. I could be wrong. Okay, this is the Soiree deco sheet. It's technically not a kit. It's more of like a deco sheet. Last year, is it last year or this year? She came out with her croquet, croquette. No, that's food. Oh my god. I think I'm totally thinking about a whole different kit, but the name. But anyway, she came out with a really cute like kit that I've been really, really eyeing, but I had to kind of pass up. I saw this kit and I was just like, okay, if I can't get that one, then I might as well get this one. So this is in her washi paper. And then it's basically a celebration of someone's birthday. To be honest, I just really, really like this girl. So I bought this sheet. I mean, everything else looks really pretty, but I really like this girl here. I love her hair. I love the dress that she's wearing. Just the whole setup just looks really, really pretty. So I grabbed that. And then I also grabbed, so I guess I grabbed all sheets. Here is page 2. Like, look at that lanterns. That is really pretty. And then she has these matching kind of like mirror image of a torn strip paper with glitters. And it looks really pretty. And then here is page 2. Very pretty. I don't really know why I bought all the sheets, but I'm not gonna complain. It still looks really pretty. And then here is page 4. I really like this. This is very gorgeous. I forgot to mention that this is in her washi paper and it's very, very pretty. And then we have the lanterns up there. So these deco sheets are actually really big. They're a lot bigger than the normal deco, like the deco sheets that most shops have. Like usually it's like these, like this big, but this one looks really huge. And then like here's the tray. I'm just using this as a guide. And then, oh, and then I also bought this one, which is the vintage ephemera. I think I'm saying that right. If not, sorry. I don't know. I just really like how it looks. I'm probably going to be using this for my my Hobonichi weeks for September. That took me a while, but it's not foiled or anything. I just really like how it looks. It's very vintage, very cute, very pretty. And then we have, sorry, I'm just gonna go over the ones that's not kit related, and then we will go on with the kits. I also grabbed these butterflies with trail deco sampler. I got it in her gold, silver, and rose gold. Yeah, I just like to put the butterflies in my spreads, so that's why I grabbed them. And then I also got the ink splatters in hollow. And then this is in gold. So this is the medium and large sizes. And then we have silver. And then this is rose gold. Perfect. Those are the ones that I got. And then last but not least are these ornate months, which is in January and July. And I got it in all foil color. I did. So this is the January to July in gold. And then here is the August to December, also in gold. It's just really pretty. To be honest, I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to use all of these, but I just really love how they look. And then if I ever use like those really like fairy looking magical type of kits, then I could put this in. So that is what I was thinking about. So here is the silver one in January to July. And then you have from August to December. And then this is the rose gold in January to July. And then August to December. Yeah, so those are the kind of like the foil stuff and non-kit related things that I got from Paper Trail Plans. And then let me get back to you guys with the kits because I'm going to fix them up and put them in order. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the smallest kit first, which is this New Chapters kit. I'm pretty sure this was released in the beginning of January, and it's a lot smaller than her deco bundle sheet. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a mini collection for like smaller planners. I'm really thinking of using this technically in January as well for my basics catch-all planner that I'm thinking of doing in 2026. I haven't really fully committed to my planners for 2026, but the way I'm really liking the B6 for my catch-all is telling me that I'm probably headed that way. So I am thinking of using this. There is definitely more than enough here, even if I decide to use a bigger size planner. And like I said, this is called the New Chapters kit. And there are, I believe, 12 pages. I'm not 100% sure if she still has this for the other months of the year, but for sure I know that she has it for January because this is the January one. So here is page 1. Oh, this is in her washi paper, so give me a second. I'm just gonna grab a piece of white paper. Okay, so here is page 1. And since I don't really do anything in the new year, I think this would be a very fantastic kit for me to use for that month. So here is page 2. Then we have page 3 here. And I like the fact that it's mostly like, you know, kind of like brown, green, and pinks, which is definitely my color. And yeah, it'll be fun to use for the new year. And like I said, there is quite a bit of stickers in these pages, even though they are a lot smaller. I'm pretty sure it'll be more than enough. Here on the little script there, it says, "Dear Future Self." And then she also gives you like the Monday Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And she gives you 5 of them for, I guess, if you have 4 weeks or 5 weeks, you can definitely use that, which is amazing as well. And then here is page 8. I like that doily background. It's very pretty. And then we have page 9. And then on the quote here it says, turn your dreams into your reality. So it's very goal-oriented type of kit. But I like the fact that it's kind of very, like, it has the feeling of like vintage chic, I guess, if you can call it that. And then here is page 11, which has the January fonts. And then I have the last page here, which is page 12. And then there's also a quote here where it says, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Yeah, so I think this is going to be really fun to use for January. And then I also grabbed the foil deco with quotes. So I'm assuming, well, this is the foil sampler sheet for sure. And I chose it in gold. And then I also grabbed the overlay, which is this burlap and lace. And it's really, really pretty. And you can actually see the burlap, this kind of like overlay in a few of the boxes. So there's one there. Sorry, not the boxes, like the decos. So there's one there. And I saw it in another sheet here. Oh, here's one right there. And then there's more here. So it is woven throughout the kit, which I really, really like. And yeah, like I said, I'm most likely going to be using for January 2026. I can't believe it's already January 2026. Anyways, let's move on to the last kit of this Plan With Me, which has taken me way too long to film. This is the Enchanted kit, and I did purchase the whole bundle, whole deco bundle, because I am in love with this kit. This is kind of like the kit that I gravitate towards a lot. And when she first released this, I knew I wanted to grab it, but I had to kind of control myself and get it during a sale, because it's not cheap buying from a US shop. So when they go on sale, that's when I kind of go a little crazy. And I knew I didn't want to pass this up, because this kit is just, it's, I don't know, there comes a kit where, like, I think it happens once a year for me where I just cannot control myself, and this is that kit right here. Like I said, this isn't her deco bundle. It's called Enchanted. I grabbed the whole entire deco bundle sheet. So here is page 1, and this is in her washi paper. I really love these kind of like fairy details woven throughout the pages. So that's page 1. Here is page 2. Like, do you guys see that bird with a dress? Like, that's just the cutest thing. And then here are the fairies again. And then here is page 3, which I am so in love. Like, this right here, the way it's just layered together, it's really, really pretty. But anything that has to do with layering, you know that Jess is going to be top of the game. And then we have page 4, which does not want to separate from page 5. Here is page 4. And then here in this little quote here, it says magic is in the air. Then we have a bunny there. And then a pretty lantern up there. Oh, I know there's a lot of sheets here, and I could have technically gotten just a few of them and have a perfectly good kit. Well, not kit, sheets to work with for my spread. But to be honest, I could not choose. I could not choose which ones I wanted more. So I grabbed them all, and I will just decide which ones I will use first, and then possibly I could even probably use this next few bunch in the next spread for next year. This sheet right here is like gorgeous. I love all these lanterns right there, and then you have this willow tree. It's so pretty. Ugh. I'm so glad that I got this kit. And then here is page 8, and you have kind of like the scenic versions, and they're very, very gorgeous. If the forest looks like this, in my opinion, I would want to live in it, but unfortunately the forest does not look like that. Here is page 9, which is a bunch of the florals. And then here is page 10, which is the corner florals. And like I said, like I could have technically just picked 1 or 2 of the florals, but I didn't want to part with any of them. Page 11. And I believe these are like the edged ones, like the edges. And then this is the washi floral, which is very, very pretty as well. And then technically this was for the May 2025, kind of like you could use it for that month, but I didn't. I couldn't afford it at that time. So I bought it this time around, but the whole bundle comes with this, which totally is fine because I could still use the decos in the months. And technically, if I really want, I can just wait for another month to use these monthlies where the first started on a Thursday. So that's that. And then here is page 14, which are the quotes. So we have just a girl growing her fairy wings. There's magic in everything. Fairy dust enchantment. Listen to the wisdom of the forest. Into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. I think I like that one the best. And then we have the date scripts. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 on these ones. And then you also get like just the first letter of each day, brush strokes, stake dots, and then you get some other kind of like monthly scripts if you want to use it for your monthly. Oh, technically I can use it for my monthly as well. That's true. And then here is kind of like the torn strips and the doilies. So that is what comes in the deco bundle. There is 16 pages altogether. So that is the full bundle. I also grabbed these add-ons, which is this layering ephemeras from that matches the kit, because why not? It just looks so gosh darn cute, and I really love this kind of like longer box. It's very pretty, so I really like this. That's why I grabbed it, and it doesn't hurt. I could always use it in my other planner if anything. Here are the foiled version of the quotes, which I also grabbed because I wanted the foiled version technically, and like these like sparkly things will look really nice as well. Here is the foil deco, which is basically the foil sampler sheet, and it's just so gorgeous. I really like these kind of like stardust type of things that's going on, which I really, really like. It's kind of like fairy dust slash stardust, whichever you want to call it. And then I got the foiled, not the foiled sampler sheets, oh my god. This is the functional boxes, which I'm so glad I remembered to purchase, because for the most part I always forget it. And it is the one that matches the colorway of the kit. But yeah, I really like this color green. I would have wished that she had more of that than these ones, but that's okay. She has like one there, one here, 2, 3, and 4 of that color box. And then here is the alcohol ink swatches that also matches the kit, and it's also in washi paper. And then finally, because I could not pass this up because of how gorgeous it looks, this is the overlay, or as she would call it, the color wash that matches the kit of the Enchanted, and it totally goes with it. It's so cute. Yeah, so that is everything that I bought from the month of July, I guess, June, July, and now it's technically my haul for August and July. But I love everything that I got. I really need to kind of like fix it up so that I can use it in my spread, especially these clusters. I'm really running out of like accents for my plan with me's, so those really needs to be used right away. So yeah, if you guys like this video, I'm so sorry that I didn't get a chance to post this on Friday, but like I said, I had issues with my memory in my phone, and I had to wait for it to load up. But if you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you so much.